do some videos. But before you do a video, you have to figure out who it is that you're going to target. You gotta make sure that you have a target audience or a demo. And I go back to radio all the time because that's where most of my experience comes from. But listen, there's different radio stations out there, right? So say it's an urban adult contemporary station. It focuses usually for people 25 to 54. If you are targeting that age group, you're pretty much not going to play some Hit the Corn or some Fat Wap or some Nicki Minaj on a regular to that, because that's an older demographic. So usually you'll hear commercials that will focus on the older demographic. If your business is cleaning, then you're going to try to tap into the people that need some cleaning services. If it's, if you're a general house cleaner, you're going to try to tap into the market of homeowners. You're going to go where people that you think that would have the dollars that to invest in your company would be. That's where you're going to go. If you're a gospel singer, you want to really make sure that your music is focused towards those people who appreciate gospel music. If you are a business owner, you need to figure out what type of business that it is. I got it on my list to do. I sure do. I have it here today because I'm listening to new music today. So I got it. Thank you for that. And I appreciate that. So you figure out who it is that your target is. Is it an older person, a smaller person, whatever it is? If you look at some of the commercials that come on TV, when they're trying to sell those sugary cereals, they're targeting the children. They're targeting the children. They don't advertise for the adult, for the parents, because they know if the children say they want it, then the parents will buy it. Okay? So you figure it out who it is that you're marketing to, and then you go on with your plan. So there's social media promotions that you can do. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and even Periscope. These are the top social media forums that you can go and promote in. But when you are promoting, be targeted in your message. Don't be all over the place. But let me just also say that if you are promoting on social media, don't jam your product down somebody's throat. That is the easiest way to get deleted or unfollowed. You don't want to always just buy my stuff, come see me. Nobody wants to see that. They want to be able to do business with someone that they like and trust. So you have to build that brand. And this is all what it is. It's brand awareness. Let people know that you are out there. Let people know that you are a real person and that you have feelings and that, okay, yeah, I like her. I might check out her music. I might, see what she has to offer. You have to give them some type of value on social media for them to continue following you. It's easier to sell to people if they know that you are worth something. Okay? So give them a little bit of value. If you're promoting on social media, don't let it be 100%, maybe 60% of your product, and then 40% of you. Just some lighthearted, don't have anything to do with anything. Maybe put a smile on somebody's face, encourage someone, but then you have to make sure that you are consistent in your posting though. Because like in Facebook, if you post now, in the next 10 minutes, your post is way down at the bottom of the timeline. And who's really going to keep going all the way down there to find your message? So there's certain times that you really need to post, and we'll go into a training on social media promotions another time, but social media is a very viable vehicle for you to build your brand, to promote your business or your music, okay? And there's a lot of different tips that we can go into, but we're not going to do that today. I'm just giving you just the things that you can use, and then you can inbox me or hit me up later. We'll do another scope another time on social media promoting, okay? Then you have, if you are an artist, musical artist, you want to go to radio. We talked about the things that you should do prior to hitting radio. But if you're ready to promote on radio, there's a couple of things that you can do. That is a huge way to promote your business and your music. But let me tell you, if you are hip hop, R&B, and you're ready to take your music to radio, it's hard doing it by yourself. It's really, really hard doing it by yourself because radio has changed, and program directors and music directors are pulled in so many different ways that everything has to be kind of streamlined. And usually if they don't know you, they're not going to pick up the phone really quickly. That's just the nature of the beast right now. So you may want to look at using an independent promoter. An independent record promoter. There are a lot of them around, some reputable, some not as reputable and not as liked. So you need to do your homework before you actually secure the services of an independent record promoter, because some of them just don't have a good rapport with the program directors, and you need to know which ones those program directors will pick up the phone for. But let me just tell you, you're going to need a big budget. You are going to need a big budget if you will hip hop or R&B. That's just what it is. And when I say big budget, it's well more than 8,000, well more than 10,000, really, depending upon what region you want to be in, how many stations you want them to work, because it's a process. It is a process. For gospel, yeah, and I'm telling you, J-Rock Soul, I'm giving you the whole deal. I have no reason to hide anything for you guys. You got to make sure all your ducks in a row. For gospel is a little bit easier than R&B and hip hop. For gospel, you need to, you could do it independently, but you got to do your homework. You need to find out who the powers that be are, so that you can, if that station is one that has a program director that actually promotes it, or if it is individual bartered show. That means that if that DJ is responsible for the content of that show, kind of like if you're in Memphis or anyone, great, thank you. If you are in Memphis and like, if you're gospel hip hop, like RJ Groove is solely responsible for the content of his show. So you wouldn't go to the station to try to get your music played. You would go directly to RJ Groove. Okay. And I think like Dwight Stone and Willie Moore Jr., some of those are directly responsible for the own content of their show, so you would go there. But if it is like a Hallelujah or a WLOK or a GCI or Inspirational 1390 in Chicago, all of those, you have to go directly to the program director and the music director to get your music played. So you need to figure that out. But if you have a budget in place, you too can get an independent music promoter. And there's several in the gospel arena. There's several in the major ones. And then you have some others as well that can get your music in the door. But you do have to make sure that you have some monies. My independent folk, you have released your song on iTunes, on CD Baby. You got it everywhere digitally, and you think you can just put your song on there, and I've got my song out there, y'all just go. How are you going to let people know that your song is out there? Do you realize how many titles are out there on Amazon Digital and CD Baby and iTunes. Hundreds upon thousands. So you've got to make sure that you can direct your people there. And you do that in the promotions of your music and the promotion of your brand. That means you can't just put it out there and let it go. You've got to be diligent in your message and consistently putting it out there. If you're hungry for it and you really want it to make a pop, you have got to do your business. You've got to be on your grind and put it out there so people can know that you're out there. If you say that you are going to build this wonderful brand, if you say that God has put this song in your heart and it is there to bless people, people got to know that it's out there. So be consistent in whatever it is that you're doing so that you can get the message out there. So with it being on digital, there's different tools that you can use. Business cards, banners, flyers. Get something done that has your likeness on it, your brand name, your business name, your motto. Get something out there that you can hand to people. You can hand to people that people can see. Look, my business, okay, tells you what I offer back here. That business, Collier Group, that business. I got something for all of them. Come on now. I got it with my picture on it. Bam. There it is. So depending upon what it is that I'm talking about, because, I'm in different veins. Total Life Changes. I'm healthy. I'm getting you healthy. So I got my Total Life Changes business card. If you're trying to book me just to speak at your event, bam, there it is. So you'll remember who I am. My face is on there. But listen, you can do these very inexpensively. If you are computer savvy and you can create some business cards on your computer, do it. Do it. And they look good. Couple of these were created on my computer. But if you want something a little slicker, go to Fiverr.com, and $5. You can create a banner that can go on social media. They can create flyers for you. Let me show you. They can create, I got door hangers. Y'all don't understand. I got door hangers. I'm about my business. $5, got it created, and then I got them printed somewhere else. But there's always inexpensive means that you can use to get your brand built. So go to Fiverr.com. They can create it. You give them all the images, all the text, everything that you want to go on whatever it is, and they'll create it for you in a couple of days. $5. So you can't say, I don't have the budget to do anything, because there's inexpensive ways that you can get this done. So get something that you can put in people's hands to let them know that you have something available. Show them where they can go to see your stuff or to sample what it is that you're trying to promote. Okay? So you've got the digital aspect done. Radio promotions, you know what you should do. And if you need some leads on different radio promoters, just hit me up. And I can, because I have a list of hip hop, R&B, and gospel promoters. I've even done some radio promotions myself. And I can kind of give you leads, and then you can talk with them and talk about the pricing. But then also do social media. And we'll do a social media training a little bit later. And then just, first of all, be very, very deliberate in who it is that you're trying to promote your products, brand, services, and music to.